Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I have a message for Scorpio today. I have asked my guides and spirit to bring a message through the cards that will be deeply helpful and meaningful for you as you navigate what's going on this week. And a little bit different, I ask in this spread or in this set of cards, I ask my guides for advice on what you can do with this information so that the information is also practical and not just kind of esoteric for you. So if you're new to this channel, welcome, and I hope that you feel inspired to subscribe. I also strongly encourage you to subscribe so that you can stay in contact with this high vibration information every week so that you're moving forward on your path. Let's get straight to your reading because there's really interesting stuff going on. They had me draw extra cards and everything. So energy around you this week, we've got the Ace of Wands. This is an energy of a beginning, a new beginning that is kind of the spark, the creation, desire is what comes out. So there's kind of a little bit of a glimmer happening on, a little bit like the world is kind of inviting you, like showing you a little light and saying, hey, wake up to this. This is somewhere we want to go. So it's not the end of a project. It's not the end of something being fully formed, but I really feel like when this card shows up, that it's kind of the heart waking up saying, hey, there's something, there's something over there. I think I might want that. And we're talking about a bigger feeling than just like, oh yeah, I want that pencil, or oh yeah, I want that really shiny thing off of Amazon. This is not material. This is like something within you that is starting to wake up, that wants to be expressed, a desire that's trying to come up to the surface. So the way you respond is with the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man can mean a lot of different things, but the feeling I'm getting from this card right now is that you just kind of feel like you're suspended in time, like maybe nothing is yet moving or nothing is yet happening. So it's almost like this little spark is here, it's starting to incubate, but you're not feeling that impetus to move, or that you're just feeling like everything is just a little bit still. So let me see if there's anything else they want me to say about these two. It's kind of like your environment is inviting you to take a step, or is inviting you to start getting in motion, start moving forward a little bit, but you're kind of just hanging there, hanging in the balance going, yeah, maybe, not sure. So it's this moment of stillness, maybe before the big plunge. So let's get to the rest of your story and the advice. This is very interesting. I have not been asked to read a card spread this way before, but it's really fascinating. We've got the Ace of Swords in the middle, so another ace. We've got the Six of Wands on this side, followed by the Knight of Swords. Then we have Temperance on this side, going into the Five of Pentacles. Now, what's really interesting to me, let's see okay, let me back up, sorry. Ugh. So we've got a big spiritual decision coming down, this Ace of Swords. You are going to make a very big spiritual decision about your world this week. I was drawn to this little circle on the top of the card, which is talking to, it kind of suggests the world like a little globe that's encapsulated. So you're saying, you know what, from this day forward, this is the way my inner life is going to look. And it's I feel like it's connected to this little heart card here, our Ace of Wands. And interesting, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, we're talking about a masculine energy, meaning a thought or an action. Those are considered more masculine energies, whereas the earth and the water are more receptive, receiving energies. So these are active masculine energies. So your heart's kind of woken you up a little bit here. And it goes up into your mind, and your mind says, okay, I'm putting this into action. This is what's going to happen. So it's kind of like you draw a line in the sand, or you plant your flag. That's what this looks like to me. You're like, yes, this is what's going to happen. And close to that decision, the cards feel much better. The Temperance is very close to this ace, and the Six of Wands is very close to this ace. So close to this decision, you feel in harmony with it. A 6 is also a harmony number, but this card here, the Temperance, talks to me about harmony. But anyway, let's just laugh. These three cards to me talk to me about harmony, that you recognize the merit and the value of this decision for yourself, and you feel actually ready to show it to other people on the inside. You feel ready to show this. Whereas the Temperance is really acknowledging that, yes, this is the direction, this is the flow, this is the balance, this is the harmony I've been seeking, so I know that this decision is correct. And so very close to you, like holding your cards very close to your chest, you know this is the right way forward and you feel quite good about it. But what's really confusing to me is that you don't show that to the world. Again, that idea of keeping your cards close to your chest, you are not showing the world this new start, this new, what's the word? Guys, give me a word here. It's like a new affirmation, this new sense of purpose. You're not showing it to the rest of the world. Further away from that decision, we've got the Five of Pentacles and we've got the Knight of Swords. And these are really different energies. We've got a little bit of despair and self-pity and just feeling down about yourself. And here we've got frustration and a desire to kind of prove yourself and show the world that, you know, you are right. It's very interesting that even though you know strongly in your soul and in yourself, you feel secure about this decision, these cards are insecure about it because of all of that comparing to the outside, which sometimes causes this feeling of self-pity or you're down on yourself. Or you've got this other thing, the Knight of Swords, that wants to prove themselves, which is still a sign of insecurity. So let me ask why it's this way. Why closer in we feel good and farther out we don't? Okay. So it's because we're not quite ready to actually take action on our desires yet, on this. So you've made the decision. You feel good about the decision. You recognize it's good. You're not quite ready to act on it yet. We've got this feeling like I'm not enough. I don't have enough yet to do this, or what I want is so beautiful and grandiose to happen. I can't possibly do that because I'm not worthy. And on the other side, it's that same energy, those same words I just said, but it comes out in an extroverted way where you're pushing against the outside, trying to prove, I keep saying the word prove, trying to prove that you're right and prove that things should be the way that they should be the way they are, and like kind of trying to, it's very funny. It's like because inside you feel that you may not know enough, you're trying to prove how much you do know. So you're trying to look like you have all the answers, but secretly you feel like you don't. And so it's kind of like, okay, let's back up and chill out, because right now the universe is proposing an ace to you. An ace to you. We're at the beginning. You are trying to leap ahead to the end. You're trying to go so fast into making this come into being for you. It's like you've made your decision and you want to see it in your world right now. But this is saying, hang on, we're just waking this up. We're just waking this new desire. We're just waking this new direction up in you. So don't feel pressured to do something about it right now. There's still some things we have to deal with. There's still some issues that we have to work with. This feeling worthy being one of them. This focusing on what you don't have rather than the beautiful that you do have. And it's focusing on the beautiful that you are, as well as, and not thinking that you aren't. So it's kind of both things, that you're needing to focus on the presence and the I'm saying glitter, so the shininess that you actually are, instead of feeling so dull and unworthy and unseen and just kind of blah, that you are this special glittering shimmering creature. It sounds funny, sounds like I'm talking to a fairy, doesn't it? But there's something about the shiny, the glitter, the light. Glitter and shimmer catches the light, and that's what we're trying to get started and sparked in you. So, Oh, it's almost like it's like right here. I'm trying to grab it and I'm missing it. So it's those will o' the wisp things. If you're into English or Scottish, British folklore, the will o' the wisps were these little mischievous fairies that would shine a light and then go away, and shine a light and go away. And that's what I feel is kind of happening. That they're kind of showing you a light, and then you're like, yeah, I see the light, but then it goes away because you put these protective defenses up. So let me back up and see what they would like us to do with all of this information. So much information. This is balancing the desire of the head and the heart. Really, in short, that's what we're talking about. Balancing the desire of the head and the heart, and allowing yourself that inward time to get very comfortable and very settled in that balance. Because when you're trying to force something too soon, it's coming out in insecurity, it's coming out in the wrong timing, and it's coming out negative. It's not going to work and give you those positive results. So give yourself the space and the time to align your head and your heart, and really allow yourself to express what's on your mind. Allow yourself to express what's on your heart, in your heart, and do this enough until finally they line up. This could be talking about it. This could be writing about it. It's whatever medium you feel most comfortable in, but it's about expressing both so that they become, I love this, one line. Look at that. A wand and a sword in one line. Higher and lower self, heart and soul, however you want to say it. They have to come into line first before you put your grand plan of action into the world. And before you start showing it to others, and before you start talking about it, this is really refining it so that we're in alignment. So, wow. So much information for you today. If you've got questions about that, please reach out in the comments below. And if you're curious about an even more specific message for you from Spirit, I am doing one-on-one readings over Zoom. You can find out information on my website, trueguidance.tarot.com. And for those of you that are really interested in learning about the tarot itself, an intuitive reading of the tarot, whether you're a beginner, you've started working with the cards a little bit, I am also offering online classes, and you're more than welcome to join. So I look forward to seeing you next week, and have a good one.